Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We are up to the fourth and final division that I will try to predict. Right, as we're coming in toward training camp that will be starting here probably in a couple of weeks, and yeah, the 2024-2025 NHL season is going to be right around the corner, real quick. So I've already done the other three divisions, and we got one more. And this time we're up to the Atlantic Division, the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Division, and yeah, these are fun. These are fun to try and predict who's going to finish where, and what I love is the fact that 6 months from now, we'll see exactly how wrong I really am. How good can I predict these divisions? Or how bad can I predict them? That's the fun part. Especially then come comment section later on when I compare the prediction video to the actual standings, and people can go and say, "Wow, you really suck at that." That's kind of the cool thing. I'd be like, I certainly did there, because but that's the thing. That's the fun of it. Trying to predict it is cool, and finding out you were wrong about a few teams, that's kind of cool too. And I love the comments on it. Being like, oh, you were really off on that one. Yes, I was. But yeah. So we're into the Atlantic Division. And this division's interesting. This is going to be a very interesting division for sure. Now, the team that I have finishing 8th, and they made a decent trade a little while ago, and we'll see if it really pays off. We'll see if it really helps them in the standings. The team I think that finishes 8th, though, even though they made the trade to get Patrik Laine, I think Montreal. I think the Habs are 8th in the division. That is where they finished last year, and I think that's where they will probably finish again. Could I be wrong? Of course I could. But we'll have to see how they do. We'll have to see how Laine, assimilates into the team. How will he play alongside, guys like Slafkovsky and Suzuki and Caulfield. We'll have to see what exactly they do. And it was pretty cool too, finding out that Cole Caulfield was changing his number to 13 as a tribute to Johnny Gaudreau. I heard that and I thought, that's fantastic. So that will be really cool to see. Again, I don't think, I don't think Montreal is, 8th. I'd like to be wrong on them. I really would. But, I think they're a little ways away yet. They're at least a good year, maybe 2 years away from being able to climb up these standings. Number 7, who I think will finish number 7. I kind of want to be. It's another team I really want to be wrong about, because I would love to see them get into the playoffs. I really, really would. And I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can do it. I just don't know if they can do it. Again, I would love to see them. I would love to see them try, and I do hope I'm wrong on this team. I would like to see them finish higher, and that's the Ottawa Senators. The Senators are. They've got a new owner. They've got a new owner who's passionate about the team. who's trying his damnedest to get a new building for these guys, and he wants to put a good product on the ice. I want to see him put a good product on the ice. The Senators are they're a team that is they're kind of like Montreal. I still think they're a ways away. I still think they're a little ways away from being able to threaten for a playoff spot. But again, I'd like to be wrong. I would like to be wrong. And kind of like I'd like to be wrong about this team that I have finishing 6th. I want to see them get into the play. I really want to see them get in the playoffs. They have not made the playoffs since what? 2011? Buffalo. The Buffalo Sabres I have finishing 6th. Again, I want to see them do something. I really do. I want to see them make a run at the playoffs. I mean, they've got some decent young talent. I mean, they've got Owen Power. They've got I'm brain farting on one of the other really young defensemen. He's got the real long name, I don't think it's Rasmus Ristolainen. I don't think it's him. But they've got Bowen Byram, they've got Alex Tuch. They've got a decent core. And again, I want to see them do good. I want to see them make a run at the playoffs, and I really hope that they can. I hope they can finish a little higher than any of these teams. Now, the team that I think finishes 5th. There's another team that they haven't made the playoffs in a while. I think they're due for a playoff run. And if they do make the playoffs, it would be, I think, from this position. And that's Detroit. The Detroit Red Wings, I think, finish 5th. The Red Wings are, again, the Yzer plan. Everybody keeps talking about the Yzer plan. The Yzer plan isn't working, and this, that, and the other. Steve Yzerman, there's a method to his madness. He did this in Tampa. He took over a Tampa Bay Lightning team that wasn't that great, and he built them up. He built them up through the draft, smart trades, all that. He built them up into what would become a 2-time Stanley Cup champion and a 3 straight final appearances. So I think he's doing decent. Now, how much more patience they'll have with him in Detroit if the Red Wings don't make the playoffs again this year? Is it possible that you fire your longtime captain of your team as the GM? I don't know. It all depends on, can the Red Wings make the playoffs or not? I don't know. But I have them finishing 5th. Now, a team that I honestly think kind of takes a little step back. They're a good team. They are a good team, and I think they could make, and I really think they could make some noise, potentially. Even though I do think they fall back, and I went back and forth on this team. And I think I've settled on where I think they're gonna fit. They're gonna fit. I do think they take a little bit of a step back. I do think they still will be a playoff team because they have a real incredible goalie, and that is, of course, Tampa. I mean, they have Andrei Vasilevsky, who is phenomenal. They have, Braden Point. They have Hedman. They have Kucherov. They let Stamkos go, which still surprises the hell out of me that they did that, letting their longtime captain go and go to Nashville. But I think they will be a decent team. I think they'll still be a decent team. I still think they will be a playoff team. They've lost in the first round the last couple of years, so we'll see what they do. But yeah, I've got Tampa finishing fourth. The team I have finishing third. Now, this was a team, they almost won the division. They were leading the division until the very last day of the year, and then they got overtaken by 1 point. And I think they take a step back this year. I know I've been saying that the last couple of years, and they don't. But I think this might be the year that they do, especially if they can't get their goaltender signed anytime soon. And that's the Boston Bruins. They're back to using this logo too for this year. I think Boston finishes third, and I just, they got to get Swayman signed. They got to find a way to get Swayman signed. He's 25 years old. I could very easily see him only wanting to sign there until he's a UFA and then see what he gets on the market, especially if the cap continues to go up like it's supposed to. Yeah, in the next couple of years, he might make north of $10 million a year if he has the same kind of season like he had this past season. But Boston's got to figure something out and get him signed. And I was curious. Like, I know he's 25. Why and somebody in the comment section, let me know, please. Why has he not been offer sheeted? Is he too old to be offer sheeted? He's still a restricted free agent, technically. Why can he not? Why could a team not offer sheet him? I mean, why wouldn't you at least try? I mean, I don't know. It seems odd that no team has thrown an offer sheet at him yet. I mean, maybe he's too old for an offer sheet. I don't know. But if I'm some team out there looking for a goaltender, especially a contending team, and they think that goaltending could really help them, why not? Give it a shot. Give it a try. I mean, I look at a team like, I'll throw out, if he's able to be offer sheeted. Now I don't think they'll have the cap space to pull it off, but let's just say a team like Carolina. Why would the Hurricanes not try and throw an offer sheet at Jeremy Swayman? If he ends up being as good as he's looking like he could be, I mean, why not? Why not if you're the Carolina Hurricanes? Why not try to offer sheet Jeremy Swayman? I think that could be huge for him. I don't think they'd have the cap space to do it. But again, you're able to be over the cap until the season starts, so they would have to do some finagling here and there. But why not try? I just, like I said, if he's not eligible to be offer sheeted because of his age, let me know in the comment section. I would love to know because, I mean, the St. Louis Blues, put out 2 offer sheets and were successful on both of them. Why not try to, get a franchise-defining goaltender? Just throwing it out there. The team I have now finishing second. This team is I call them the Canadian version of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I don't necessarily know if that is the reason that I have them, why I call them the Canadian version of the Dallas Cowboys is because the media up there is very similar to how the media reacts to the Dallas Cowboys down here. They always lead off, every sports show, everything. Down here, ESPN, Get Up, First Take, all that. everything. It's always Dallas Cowboys. That's all they seem to be able to talk about. Same for up in Canada. What's the main team they talk about? Toronto. The Toronto Maple Leafs. They just got a new captain. Austin Matthews is now the captain of the team. And we'll see what they do. They still have the core four: Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Tavares. Another reason why I call them the Dallas Cowboys of the NHL is because, just like the Dallas Cowboys, they pay a ton of money to a number of guys, and they unfortunately get absolutely zero results. They always get bounced in round one. This division that Toronto is in is one of the most brutal divisions because, no matter who the heck they seem to play, it's either Boston or it's Tampa or it's the team that I think wins this division again, and the team that I think could repeat again as Stanley Cup champions, and we're talking the reigning, defending Stanley Cup champion, Florida Panthers. I have the Panthers winning the Atlantic again. I have them potentially winning it all again. Right now, the last 5 years, it has been owned by two teams, and they're both in Florida. 5 straight years. The team that has represented the Western Conference has come from the state of Florida. The Tampa Bay Lightning in 2020, 2021, and 2022. And then the last 2 years, 2023 and 2024, the Florida Panthers. And you have 3 Stanley Cups out of those 5 years. So I could see the Panthers do it again. I really could. They did lose some depth on their team. We knew a lot of these guys, they wouldn't be able to stick around, but they got themselves a championship together, and it's pretty good. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, oddly enough, left for Toronto. Brandon Montour went to Seattle. I think Lomberg went to Seattle. There was a number of depth guys that left as free agents, but they're still an incredible team. They still have Matthew Tkachuk. They still have Sam Reinhart. They've got just an amazing group of talent. And yeah, I think the Panthers are going to end up winning this division again, and I think they are going to be a serious threat to go back to the finals for what would be a 3rd straight year for them if they do it. So let me know in the comments section what you guys think. Who finishes where in the Atlantic Division? And what teams do you think I might be wrong about? I've got a couple teams that I would love to be wrong about, but it's very hard to see some of these teams on this side of the board be able to move up when you have these 4 teams on this side of the board. It's very hard. It's going to be a very hard thing. It's going to be very hard for, I think, any of these 4 teams to really make a dent out of these 4 teams. But, again, it's why you play the games. So let me know in the comments section who finishes where. And, again, if you would please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, let your friends know about the channel. If you want to share the video, share this video or any of the other videos, the prediction videos from the channel, go ahead and share those. If there's any other videos from the channel that you would love to share those with your friends, share those with your family. It would be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, so that wraps up the division predictions. And yeah, I guess in about 6 months' time, we'll see exactly how wrong I am in all 4 of them. So, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And yeah, hit like, hit subscribe, let your friends know. I'll see you guys later.